Hello and welcome back to the story of Red Cloud. I'm your host, Kana Stark. The first thing you may notice, now that you're back, is that it is 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock at night, and my inventory is definitely changed. There was a problem with the recording, and I needed to... What is with this chicken? I needed to stop the video, get things fixed up, and as it turned out... I've got a dead chicken. As it turned out... Hey look, shiny stuff! As it turned out, the previous recording software was, of course, not working out. You could hear everything I was doing outside of the game. Things weren't working out well, and I decided I wanted to try again, got fraps, here we are. In the last video, all I did was explore the town, look at a couple of signs, and find a clairvoyance item, which I'm going to go and use again before leaving. I also found the watch, the armor upstairs I put on, and so on and so forth. That being said, I'm going to go back and... There's another... Okay. Go back and get first the sign that I missed in the last video. As part of the rules, it says you should look at every sign as you pass it, and I did not. That sounds awesome. But of course it just says Watchtower. Not very much, but still. Yes. This one is the other one I missed, which tells you about ale. Take a rest, have a drink. Ale provides -4 defense and a couple of buffs. Unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of ale because of that -4 defense, so I sold all the ale. I will... Michael! I will go to my safe to show you what all I've collected that's not in my inventory currently. So, that being said, let's head down and take a look. I found a number of things, including a lot of money that was in the town. Got a couple more dark souls. And that's about it. I haven't exited the town yet, but now that I'm done there... Wow, that's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and exit the town to the left after I look at these two signs. I will not let him destroy the peace our father gave his life to protecting. I wish you luck, brother. You are always the most skilled in the arts of combat. With the nerve damage I took in my leg, I would simply hinder your path, but still, I have to help you, in any way I can. Something I noticed last recording as well. I can't do Red's voice anymore. If you need any food or supplies, anything, please help yourself to what's here. Thank you, brother. You will be in my thoughts. Is that... I heard a falling star. That I can't... You saw nothing. So... The town well. You see a shimmering speck of light deep within the abyss. The light mesmerizes you, as if you saw yourself looking back into your eyes. A rush of memories from your childhood flood your senses. Your first kiss. The day you met your beloved. A memory from the raid returns. Your father taking a knife wound from a goblin marauder, throwing you and mother behind him as 3 more beasts break into the room. You take a blow, and the memory fades. So I'm definitely looking forward to killing the Mindflayer god Attraides, demigod. I have something to eat. The bowl of soup provides a really awesome buff for 10 minutes. Open. Okay. The wizard's personal possessions. It requires a key to unlock. But even if I could find the wizard's key, could I really steal from him and live with myself? Yes, you could. You're an adventurer. Everything that's not bolted down belongs to you. Now, as I decided in the last video that you missed, I'm going to be living in this place because of the series of chests here in case anything I want can be left behind without needing, or if I run out of space in the safe. Cooperative Tool Shop. Owned and managed democratically by the community. You are welcome to use all the tools here as needed. Which is part of where I wasted most of last video, recognizing that I had no idea how to make potions. Don't ask. Sticky bombs. Useful for demolishing thin walls and clearing collapsed passageways. Don't mind if I do. Which I've already taken all of them. Your friend Aaron's house. Red! He yells in shock. You're alive! They said, we all thought you were dead. I know. I can't believe it either. It's good to see you, Aaron. I'm just glad you weren't visiting when they attacked. Almost all my family. I know, Red. It's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear what they did. It was the Mindflayer King that attacked us, but I'm going to find him and kill him. I've already gathered my armor, weapons, and food, and will soon depart. Well, I see. I'll wish you luck, Red. It seems impossible, but... Well, take this. It's a volcanic stone etched into my image. It's always protected me, and emanates a strong magic that should bring you luck when the odds seem against you. Guide Voodoo Doll. You're a terrible person. Spawn point set. Okay, so here is the guide's house. What is this? Aaron's Protection Stone. If I can find 3 Souls of Fright, we'll save... Oh! This appears to be a boss item. That's great. What the heck? A kind-looking woman tending to her garden outside the house tells you about an old tale of treasure hidden in the cavern that runs below this town. A mystical pair of boots that were once worn by Hermes, a god of his time, who was said to run fast enough he could walk on water and jump great chasms in a single bound. He wore a golden set of armor as bright as the sun and destroyed his enemies with firebolts raining from the sky as he jumped from cloud to cloud. Could such amazing tales be true? Well, that sounds awesome. No old lady, though. To the west, the twin peaks of Azarum, the Corruption Temple, Ellenglad's Desert Ruins, and Unknown. I'll leave that open for now. I'm going to go ahead and continue exploring. Fallen Star. Sorry, as my friend once told... Tell me I can get to that. As my friend once told me... Fallen Stars, man. That's all. Just Fallen Stars. Alright, so we finally exited the town. I'm scared and I already want to go home. But don't tell anyone I said that. Nice. Hey, free stuff hidden behind the walls. That's always fun. One of these. Okay, the game appears to be really nice with all these potions, so I'm starting to wonder whether or not I'll ever get any more. That's great. Onwards to adventure. A couple other things that I noticed when I rewatched my last video, other than the really crappy quality, and best day ever. Other than the really crappy quality, was that I wasn't talking at all, which is kind of the purpose of some Let's Plays, is entertaining your audience by talking to them, giving them someone to, well, perhaps root for or root against as you play through the levels. And I realized I wasn't doing that at all. I was also almost not having fun with it. I mean, I kind of was. There are certainly ways I could have improved. So, if you see this video and you have any interest in seeing any more now that I've improved the quality as well as other things, let me know what you'd like to see. If you want to have a really serious playthrough, let me know. If you want me to make fun of myself constantly or otherwise screw up from time to time and freak out about it, let me know. And so on and so forth. I may have already mentioned in this video, but it seems I have my first subscriber, Neo Pro. So thank you for subscribing. I have basically nothing for you except this video when it comes out. But I think that's the purpose. What the f... Oh, crap. I'm no longer interested in... Success! It appears though I've died the first time, and now we're going to learn about the fun part of Dark Souls. Recollecting the souls that you've lost. Which is actually probably going to take up a large amount of time. The reason I wanted to do this Let's Play in the first place is because somebody mentioned Dark Souls. And I loved that game. I was practically masochistic for loving it, but I definitely appreciated playing that game. There was always a sense of success after... Awesome. There was always a sense of success after you got through and did something and won. Because it was so... evil. And it practically sucked to play. Not in its entirety, but... there was always that sense of victory, almost. That sense of, I'm in deep trouble, but I know if I actually win through, it'll be worth it. Or something, I don't know. Alright. Backwards, onwards, towards those 60 souls I lost. Which probably isn't that big a deal, knowing Dark Souls, the game itself. And I have looked at a guide, well, not an online guide, I spoke to the guide, rather, and asked him, oh, and hey, by the way, what can I make with some of the Dark Souls? And some of the stuff was, frankly, really awesome. And it also cost thousands and thousands of souls. Maybe 15, 16,000 souls, 20,000 souls for some of the best items. So, I'm not too worried about, well, losing 60 souls. But still, given that it's my first death, I might as well make an attempt. And we'll probably have my innards become outards again, thanks to those harpies flying around. That being said, let's get a bow out. Alright. Here we go. Oh, Dark Souls glow. That's good to know. Alright. You just watch. There's going to be nothing of note other than my Dark Souls at the top of this mountain. It will not have been worth climbing. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's just crap. You know, using a weapon that's effective against the enemy you're fighting is probably a good idea. Come on. Oh, they bounce. Great! No, I'm no longer interested in finding out what's up there just yet. Not prepared. Not worth it. Alright, so what's in the cave then? As long as I found my way up here, I might as well continue to explore. I see that I am now at a 15-minute mark, give or take, so as soon as I find shelter or a bed, I'm going to go ahead and save, and... Orcs Crossing, at the juncture between the twin peaks of Azeroth. Yes. Oh, hey! Alright, it looks like I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here. Thank you all for coming and joining me in the story of Red Cloud.